In this video, I want to show you how I created my decorative stepping stone border. This area had a lot of unsightly dry grass due to it being located right under the roof. So I decided to pretty it up by adding some colorful stepping stones. These stepping stones were made using a turtle mold that I found online, and we used quick concrete mix and then painted using acrylic paints. And my whole family participated in this project. Finally, we sprayed the turtles using some clear sealant. We pulled the dry grass out of the area, then covered it with a plastic tarp. We then set the stepping stones on the tarp, and finally we added some decorative pea gravel. This is what the area looked like immediately after. It looked nice and fresh, adding a pop of color, just what I needed. Fast forward 3 years later, the area still looked colorful. However, upon a closer look, you could definitely see signs of wear and tear. You can see that the plastic barrier that we placed between the decorative border and the grass got damaged, mostly due to weed eating. The plastic tarp held up nicely, but there was a lot of debris in the pea gravel, and it turned out to be next to impossible to clean up. So I decided to freshen it up. I was able to find a metal barrier this time to place between the grass and the border. And I also decided to extend the bed a little bit. One, because you can see the grass was still kind of brown in one of the sections here. And two, I wanted to soften the whole look a little bit. So instead of making a straight edge, I decided to put a wavy design. Here I just used the acrylic spray paint I had on hand to mark the border in the grass. I used a shovel to make a groove in the ground so that I could more easily insert the metal edging. And here you can see the detailed state of affairs. As usual, I was joined here by my dog. And before long, my whole family was out here checking out the project and pitching in. After placing the metal barrier, we set out to pull out the weeds. A lot of this was crabgrass, and you can see that it has long runners. After this section was fully weeded, I placed down more black tarp and covered it with pea gravel. I actually forgot to film this as I was racing against the time to finish this part of the project. Several days later, I cleaned the stepping stones by hosing them off with water and letting them dry. And then I sealed them with 2 coats of clear sealant. Finally, I placed the turtles back in the border. I actually kept the old tarp and the old gravel as well, and I just topped it off with a new layer of bright white pea gravel. Although I created this border primarily for decorative purposes to beautify the space, it definitely gets used to walk on as well. Thank you so much for joining me during this project, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.